Hey, what's happening? Okay. Getting on to page 4. Sorry, I was giving my Apple Pencil a second to charge up a little bit while I also share this to Facebook so that people know I'm live. Hey, what's happening? Let me just post this real quick. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, New York? Oh, that's super cool. I didn't know that. That's freaking awesome, though. Did you end up seeing any of the ad stuff for Schmodown with Kevin Smith reacting? That was super cool. I love how he was supposed to be there for a 20-minute interview and it ended up being like 2.5 hours. That is classic Kevin Smith. Yeah. Did you? Speaking of, did you get anything drawn up yet for James? As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to be finishing coloring my piece that I decided to draw up. I know he said we could use stuff that we already have, but I feel like he's already seen a lot of the stuff I've already posted. So I made something new for fun. And it was cool because I haven't done something just random like that for a while. No rules, just make something neat. Uh-oh. Real quick. We'll check the other page. Check this first page. Okay, so diamonds, lines. Okay, gotcha. I needed to make... I know I changed the feed around, so I had to double check my source material. Diamond. Oh, that line's too thick. I don't think that I changed the size of this brush, but it's feeling like I changed the size of this brush. Ooh, I dig that. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do with them. It was like I said, it was cool to just have a project that didn't rely on anything specific. It was just, hey, let's make something cool. So I kind of made a fun character design. Just random piece, sci-fi stuff. Yeah, no, that's fine. I agree. Just in casers, you never know. Never know when James Reyes might be lurking. Don't want to spoil the fun. Super excited for whatever that video entails for sure. Okay. Don't know what the side of his knee looks like. Don't know if I've actually designed that portion of this. No, I'm particularly excited because actually, New York, I was inspired by your super clean dragon artwork that I've been tossing and turning because I've hit a point where everything's all flatted in my new piece that I am excited for you to see it. That like I might even after uh, I might push forward and go more gritty like my usual art style, but regardless, I'm gonna send you what mine looks like really clean because I was inspired by your super clean dragon artwork and it was yes you did. You inspired me and I wanted to because I personally love super clean artwork like that. It's poppy, it's fun, it's really, I don't know, there's a brightness to it. So I first went that route with it and it's super cool with just with the flats. So I purposefully stopped where I was at and saved a copy and duplicated it so now I can go through and make it more gritty. But I really like just that part of it. So I wanted to show you where that was at, but we have to wait until after Friday, obviously, until after we figure out what the heck James is doing. Just because I'm not sharing anything just yet, because my assumption is it's going to be some sort of artist react kind of thing, but I don't know. We will find out.
But yes, you did inspire me. Your artwork's really cool, man. I really enjoyed that video. It was really fun, and I liked the little bit in the beginning of it. It was great. I can't wait to see more of that kind of stuff. It was actually really well edited together too. So especially you knowing that I've messed around a little bit with Premiere Rush, like you did a really good job with that. So Premiere Rush is pretty good, but it's got some serious limitations to it, and I think you worked really well with those limitations, which is a pretty solid compliment on that, man. Ugh, ugh, that foot is terrible. Let's do one of. Oh God. Oh no. Don't know. Why did I have to make the shoe pointy? Now let's go back to the reference real quick. Yeah, I had to make the shoe pointy. Why did I do that to myself? Okay, well, we'll go back. Go over here. I'm gonna put this further down so I can do this little bit thing, which I actually should move up here. No, your friend was pretty awesome. I dug it. It was fun. I really liked your little bit at the very end there. The I like DC. It's so funny. I should start trying to put some when I go back to editing videos, try to get some B-roll humor, especially because I do so many takes of things. Yeah, well, I don't know. There's something about editing. I personally get really into it. I feel like you're doing it in Rush, so I feel like if you had the full access to Adobe Premiere, you might feel a little differently about it because there's so much that that program can do. Where Rush is just really chopped down. Rush is like ever so slightly better than like iMovie, which is garbage. I mean, iMovie's great if you're trying to put together something real fast and put like lettering over it, but like that's it. You can't really get good audio in there, and yeah, there's some serious limitations to it. And I think that with those limitations, though, you did a really wonderful video. I think that if like I said, I tried Rush and got really frustrated with it really quickly because as a Adobe user, like it felt like I knew how to do all these things, but it was hard to figure out how to do it because they were hiding things from me. And I don't mean that like they were doing that on purpose, but like because it's so streamlined, it's limiting. So you might, and you can use macros and stuff if you're on a computer, so it gets a lot better. A lot more options in the long run. Thank God for perspective. So I can just do this, and it will look fine. Whereas this foot I actually have to figure out. I also should make this some sort of plate. I'm not gonna lie to you, after I finish this panel, which I might even skip on doing the cape for now because I think I need to do an entire day of just cape studies. Just to here, let's go back to the reference real quick to see what I did for the back of the leg. I don't think that it even shows, but yeah, there's a plate. Okay, gotcha. I had to purposefully make sure that you couldn't see I had to be within a folder so that you couldn't get the preview of what my sketch is. Not that I don't want. I'm not trying to hide it from you, just from other prying eyes. Oh, why? Plate armor. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, wait, better. Good idea. Ah! You can tell which tool I was using last. Let's just move that over here for now. Then let's adjust this by putting that there and turning this into a little bolt. Little strap. There we go, there's that. Now if we bolts, maybe straps over here. We'll make this part of the leg thicker. That doesn't look bad. Like I said, I'm going to adjust a bunch of things anyway. Okay. Then we need to do one of these. Except not. It's a terrible angle. Word to the wise, when designing a character that you're going to be drawing a million times over, design it so that it's easy to redraw in random angles that you decide to do for dynamic stuff. Because I didn't think that through at all. And instead of making my life easier and drawing things so that they had any amount of something like that for now. This is one of those times where I would just put a bunch of shadow in it if I was doing a bunch of darker artwork like that, but I don't decide exactly how I'm going to color this yet. So, no clue yet. Did I make any hard choices on what this... wrong. Oh yeah, did you know that you could do that? I just discovered that, the preview. Which I guess I should do that. Okay, so it's just poofy pants. Okay, so let's make my life easier and we'll do this. Ah. I think that being said, bam. Problem more or less solved. I'll have to clean that up later, but for now, that'll do. Got the multi-monitor set up today. Refresh that. Alright, like I said, I'm going to go back to the cape. I'm going to skip panel 2. Because I know that I can get this eyeball panel done up real quick. And honestly, the rest of this should go pretty fast. I might get a lot of it done today. I just got to figure out the second one. What is going on? Alright, I hope that I didn't like lose connection there for a minute. Apologize if I did. I had a weird jump. Alright, there we go. Seems to be working. Sweet. Okay. Let's have this guy looking upwards here. Well, just for funsies, we'll make a whole other layer. Yeah, I'm actually very excited to get back to working on that James Ray's piece, but I want to be productive and keep this channel going. Might have to get crafty, by the way, for the Zoom call on Friday. Might not get to have my cool green screen going. We'll find out. All depends on what the dog thinks. I think that this looks good. However, when I sketched it at first, I didn't take into consideration these distances. Okay. What are the two dragons that you have left? New York. I'm excited. Oh, actually, wait. I mean, you saw. I saw a few of them. So, let's see here. Did you not do the? You didn't post the Black Widow and Ant Man. I know that. Well, I'm excited to see that video. I think that'll be cool. For sure. Definitely like your style, both in drawing and in video style. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's something that I'm actually working pretty hard to figure out when it comes to videos is planning ahead. And since I haven't been able to really do any edited videos lately, that's kind of my main thing I've been working on is trying to figure out some plans. Got a couple different things kind of lined up that I want to do. It's just all about finding the time for it. I want to do more traditional pieces really bad. Ooh, those will be really cool. Especially excited for the Spider-Man. Let's see here. Okay. Clean that up a bit. Make this make more sense for the angle that it's in. This side can be the windy side. Okay. It's looking a little messy, but that's fine. That'll do for now. Which will make sense in the coloring. And that is what is interesting and important to me. And plus, I'm kind of toying around with the idea of zooming in on this and putting a little bit of like a reflection in the eye, because that could be neat. In fact, that being said, let's see what that would look like, huh? The cool part about digital art, you can try things. So I've been thinking about New York making a brush set for Procreate. Is that something that you think you and maybe some other people in our virtual studio would be interested in? Just make like a cool little comicking set. Different kinds of brushes. I really want to make a couple brushes just for coloring this, like with a flatting brush, a brush specifically for like sketching and inking. Obviously, I have a bunch of them that I use from other artists, so it wouldn't be with those brushes, but I can custom some ones that are kind of inspired by them a little bit. And I think that that could be kind of cool. Yeah, I do like that more close-up look. I could put like, it'll be like the green glow in the eye when there's the reflection. That could look neat. Just a brush set that I could share with you guys. I'd have to figure out how best to do that. It would probably be like a Dropbox or something. Oh, too many lines. Too many lines. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Okay, let's make another layer. Let's switch over to... what the heck, let's... I have to change around this tower slightly, because if I remember correctly, there's like a base kind of behind these buildings. I mean, from this perspective, it probably wouldn't matter. But I do have to play with that. Let's just get this one out of the way. This one's easy. Whether or not it makes much for sense. Problem was, is by the time I got to these pages, I was just powerhouse sketching. So a lot of the like inking right here is going to be me editing a bunch of things. I'm gonna get a lot of the rough inks down here. Yeah, these lines need to be thinner. Get the basic staircase down, and then I'll do some weathering. Train in the background. Uh-oh. My undo tool's not working. It's saying that it's undoing it, but it's not doing it. I've been having some, oh, there we go. Having some weird iPad issues lately. Okay. I ended up undoing too many lines to get rid of the one. Okay. Welcome back. Hey, obviously you can do whatever you want to do, brother. I'm just gonna be working away anyway. Thanks for chilling with me, though, obviously. I appreciate it. But I understand. Got the things to do. I did mention this a second ago, though, while you were, I believe while you were away. I've been tempted to make a brush pack, a brush set for everybody at our virtual studio. Is that something that you'd be interested in? A kind of Procreate brush pack? It would just be a simple kind of thing. Don't you worry about that, man. I talk to myself literally all the time. It's nothing new. Yeah, I was thinking about making a Procreate brush pack for like comic making and other various projects that people might want to use them for, and custom out some brushes just for that. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the watch party. Gotta figure it out though. I might not be able to have my green screen in this one. I'm hanging out with the pup. So I will be variously disappearing while that's going on. Gotta, be responsible. Okay. Just because that took a while to get them lines set up. He's so small. I get out at 8, so if he does another 8 p.m. showing of it, I'll be jumping on for sure. And I believe that there is. I didn't check the schedule. I've been too busy doodling. Trying to make sure I got that picture emailed. See, this is me focusing on way too much detail on such a small portion of it. It's a classic me problem. All for a part of this drawing that's probably going to end up changed. This drawing actually has another one of my usual problems of super long arm syndrome. Plate armor turns out a tricky thing to replicate over and over and over again. But I've done this to myself. Went from not really digging that face to instantly being okay with it just by adding some hair. Amazing what a little bit of detail can do. No, I feel ya. My arms aren't short. My limbs are pretty lanky as well. But as a character, they were too ridiculously long. Specifically, I don't mind drawing characters with longer limbs generally in my character designs because I kind of have a little bit more of a loosely animated style. They're kind of more cartoony anyway. But this guy's in plate armor, so he's supposed to be bulky, and I really wanted to make him bulky on purpose. And so if I make him too lanky, it just looks weird. Kind of wanted to give a little bit of that like Warhammer 40k kind of over the top jacked bulkiness. Yeah, I could tell. And for being, like you said, you're 16, right? You're really tall for a 16-year-old. Ah, so room to keep growing. Some crazies. Yeah, I'm not the tallest person in the world. Not the shortest person either, but definitely not in that tall category. Okay. That is true. Well, I know that the world's a crazy place right now, but have you done a lot of traveling so far? I honestly can't get back to go out your way, man. Back out to the Netherlands. It was a super fun trip that me and my wife took a little while ago, and we wanted to go back out for a honeymoon, but obviously the world got crazy. Looks like I did my usual thing of completely changing pose and let's adjust this. Instead of completely changing pose, we'll keep the same angle, just a little bit higher up. Remember correctly from the sketch too, the sword is supposed to be longer now. That does not look right. It can be fixed.
big is the cross guard? My wife and my dog are staring me down right now. Making me jealous with coffee also. Okay. That. Open hand or fist? That is the question. Okay. That will have to do for now. Get that going. Just having issues with fabric drying today. Which I clearly was having an issue with while drawing this whole comic, because now every time I look back at any of the capes, I don't like them, which is why I'm gonna probably go through and redo all of that. Okay. When I was drawing my custom piece for Friday, I spent like a good hour and a half just trying to come up with a cool idea on my iPad, and finally had to just switch and scribble it all out on paper with a pencil in like 2 seconds, which was apparently all I needed for like while wasting time for that hour. Just couldn't come up with an idea. Then finally just said screw it, grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil, and had the whole thing scribbled out really fast, and then it came real naturally after that. Sometimes you just gotta pull away from the devices. So again, not at all happy with how this thing's looking, but that's fine. I'm gonna stick with the rest of this. Doesn't have to be perfect anyway. Yeah, sometimes it just works out better that way. Plus, you can always take a picture and then start sketching off of your quick penciled sketch. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Sometimes sometimes the iPad just distracts. Uh-oh, this is another one of those angles. I'll have to BS my way through it enough here. Nope, let's go a little higher. Good enough. And this will for sure be changed. Okay, so wait, am I on? Yes. Yeah. Figured out something interesting here. So, this foot
be closer to the camera. Punishment step, and this one. Not disappointed with the design of it, just the function. Oh, no, that's way too big. One of the best shaped tools ever. Close enough. Let's get the background in here real quick. Let's see here. Close enough. I'm gonna be going through a lot of that one at some point, but I just gotta tinker with it. A lot of it will probably just be like lighting, mess around, and obviously, actually, you know what? I can get rid of a lot of things if I actually add the cape to this one, so why not? Let's do that. Don't like that line. Which is basically like the motto of this fucking, sorry, this whole thing for me. I gotta remember to not swear on my streams if I ever get monetized. Let's do like this. See, as a tattoo artist, I don't have anyone stopping me from swearing at work, so it just becomes a part of the everyday vernacular. Okay, so now let's tear this up a bunch. Thinner lines. So never mind the fact that that makes very little sense. Figure that out later. Two panels down though. Cruising. Okay, so now this one, technically, if we go back to my original page, the first page where it shows the whole castle, or my cover, which also does that, but we'll go back to this one as the cannon. There's like a base before the tower. I really like the camera angle, though, of this new one, so I really think that what I need is to add that base, so let's switch over to, well, this is not the appropriate palette. It's a cool palette, but it's not the appropriate one. Where is my comic sketch palette? Is it this one? I think this is the one I was using. We'll just go with this one for now. I'll switch to that. Okay, so we're going to make a new panel. We're going to switch to a different brush for no real reason. And I think what I'm going to do is I want to make it so that there is, this is kind of like a weird bird's eye view. So it's got this unique sort of bend to it. I had never tried doing like a weird fisheye lens view before, and I decided to do it, so it kind of sucks that I made it tricky to understand. But it's cool. I don't really want to lose that fisheye. So what I'll probably do is make everything else just a tad bit smaller. So this will probably be here. It gives where the base itself is going. Not that any of these edges matter right now, so I'm going to be covering them up with buildings, but still, it's good to have for reference. That should have done all this before streaming. I just haven't had time. Okay, so one of those interesting video game sort of views. Just means this character is going to be a lot smaller. the tower can be warped, smaller looking in the picture. So now if I and where these buildings are. Where my character is. This more or less fixes that. But I'll probably have to take some time to think about it. Make sure that I look at it with some fresh eyes. This is like not even 2 point. This is like a 1 point perspective with a sphere going around. Fisheye is strange. I'm decent with like 1, 2 point perspective, maybe a little bit of 3 if I'm feeling like I really want to torture myself. But I'm not good with backgrounds basically at all. Like, so 3 point perspective is, me even saying I kind of know it is silly because I don't. Even it's mostly just for like buildings and like Spider-Man view of the city, bird's eye kind of stuff, which I'm trying to get better at. I'm trying to put more of those in here, which is why I skipped that second panel too, because I want to really take the time to ponder if this needs to be more of a tilt, because I don't usually do that sort of angle, and I kind of feel like a bird's eye would work there. I don't know. Ponder. Okay, let's make my life easy though and just completely wrap this building around so that there's no need for any of this. Bam, that solves some of the thought process. Same thing with that, can go there. Now if I remember correctly, how do those buildings look? Let's get a little bit of the thought process at least out of the way. They have a thick top with like the castle ridges. So they're going to be kind of cut right here. That's gonna have to change also. Okay. this. I'm going to change that warped perspective ever so slightly. A little less warped. I kind of like that more. Just looks better in my view. Okay, maybe just for fun. Let's see if I will mess around a little bit with this cape here. But I do feel like it'd be interesting. I don't know, I gotta get some references because I want to do some sort of Spawn flowy kind of Batman cape action going. I really should just print this print this one out. Okay, so there's 3 thinner-ish windows going across. And at 2 levels, so okay. I think I'm just gonna draw the random silhouette from the character right there, and I might actually, I don't know, I might call it after that for a little bit here because I really want to work on that other piece just to color it. Because coloring's fun, and this is involving more math and figuring things out than what I was initially anticipating today, anyway. Plus, I'd still have to finish fixing all the bricks and stuff on my second and third panels, which I'm almost done with. That's almost all cleaned up. Just not completely yet. I'll probably post those updates in the virtual studio in the very near future here. Okay. Well, that went well. Okay, I do think that I am going to be spending some time to think about these next two panels. I don't think that I want to finish it just yet because I don't know how I feel about it yet. So, I think that now's a good time to call it so I can work on my other project. New York, thank you for hanging out with me again. It's wonderful to have you around and chat with me. And like I said before, I'm thinking about making a Procreate brush set just for our group. And well, I mean, I might share it with other people too. But if that's something you're interested in, let me know what types of brushes that you would like to see within it. Some inkers, some things for coloring, some flatting. Just let me know. I'm gonna obviously have to look up how I can share it with everybody, but I've been thinking about doing that for a while anyway, just to make a custom set for fun. Especially because I'm going to be getting into coloring this, so it'll be specifically making brushes that I want to use to specifically for me for coloring, but I can make a couple inkers and stuff too. So keep me in the loop. Let me know what you would like to see, and also have yourselves a lovely day. I might log in later tonight on my side of things. I don't know what time of day that'd be for you, but probably something crazy. Yeah, it might happen later. It would just be a little bit of a shorter stream. Just to finish up these two panels, though, I definitely need to do some cape studies and get back at this. I'll be tinkering around with a lot of this, but it's I definitely figured out a lot of things within it, so fixing things up will be really quick. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Peace.